What we do is we help venues and hotels to punch above their weight in the marketplace. We work mainly with independent hotels and venues because they are the ones who need help. We find venues that are interesting, that have something unusual about them. So examples might include a medieval house in the middle of York. We've got a couple of retreat centres that are looking to get more commercial business. So we're trying to put these venues into the minds and give ideas of these venues to buyers, to agencies and so on. Marketing can cover a lot of areas, can't it? So we can do hardcore cold calling for venues on their behalf. We can do marketing material, collateral, that sort of thing. So and we focus a lot on the websites and making their websites more visible. We have expertise within the company that can provide SEO services. We also have PR. We certainly think PR is a big part of it. An example is, half a page of coverage in a regional newspaper is worth a high value piece of exposure compared to paying for that same space in an ad. In some cases we'll do a specific project, so an example of that is we're currently working with the Cedar Court Grand Hotel in York, which is the county's only five-star hotel, and we're focusing specifically on the overseas inbound market. And so I've been visiting operators in London to try and encourage them to use that venue. And as it happens, some of those operators also then want our other venues as part of that outcome. So some of the outcomes can be different to what we might expect. So we might start with an idea that we're going to sell a particular venue or some of the venues to those operators, and others come up. We have people who we work with, we bring in as required, so we have sales, I mentioned the hardcore sales. We have an SEO expert who we share an office with, and so if our venues need help with that on their websites, we do that. We also have a PR lady who looks after that, the news releases and contacting editors and so on. So we've got a really good range of expertise within the team so that we can provide whatever the venue's most likely to need. And in some cases we might be providing everything, but in others might just be one or two of those specifics. Another area is management of venues. My colleague Clive, who's in the team, looks after the operational side of things. So we were with a venue yesterday as an example, which needs not only more marketing, but it also needs more operational management so that they can squeeze their costs down and make sure the staff are providing a better service. So we're giving advice. As we've got a lot of years' experience in the industry, so that helps us. One of the things that's happened recently is we're being in contact with all of these potential buyers, and some of them aren't always looking for the locations we have venues, and so what we do then is we try to satisfy those buyer needs by looking for venues elsewhere, and in that instance we're therefore saying, well, we better get some venues in that area for the future, because if those buyers have got a need there, they'll have the need again in the future. We've just taken on, for example, Central Hall, Westminster, as of last Monday, so we're just trying to get them into the system now, because that's a central London venue. We got a lot of requests for that at Confex, central London, and so the need needs to be satisfied. So we're trying to branch out so that we can cover that need. We've got a website, greatpotential.co.uk. We have an office in York based at the Eco Business Centre, so we're a bit eco-friendly as well in that respect. My telephone number is 07967 032 623 or 0845 838 6338.